Hello, everyone, and welcome to Birdview's weekly workshop. I do want to apologize for the slight delay. We are having a few technical issues today, so if at any point um, anyone is unable to hear me or see the screen, please do send in a message in the chat box. All right. So our weekly workshops take place every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific. We cover a different topic each week, and you can register for these sessions and our other events like our monthly webinars through our website under the events tab, or you can use the link that's displayed on the screen right now. I encourage everyone to join as many of these sessions as possible. It does help to learn some tips and tricks on how to make the most of Birdview for your work. With each session, we do start off with a demo on the topic that we are covering, and we use the last 10 minutes to go over any questions that you may all have. So if there are any questions, please raise your hand virtually or use the Q&A tab in the Zoom link, and we will get to them at the end of the session. Our topic for today is success stories with dashboards part 2. So just like last week, we'll talk about one more of Birdview's customers and what they have done to achieve success in their business using the system. We'll start off with going over a bit on the company and their business, what the challenges were that they faced before they started using Birdview, and what solution they implemented and how it resulted in success for them. So the company that we are looking at this week is a company with an employee size of over 1,300 employees. They function within the engineering industry, and they deliver technical and strategic services to the infrastructure sector. The team function is mainly professional services, and the department in particular that is using the system is the transit business unit. So in terms of the challenges, so before they started using Birdview as a system, one of the things that they had was the lack of a single source of truth. So they were using an Excel-based workbook and their ERP system to manage their processes. To improve data delivery, to support effective business decisions, and also reduce business risks, the team needed to integrate all of these business systems into one enterprise solution. They also needed to improve their resource utilization. So they didn't have much visibility into their resource utilization. They also wanted to be able to project future resource demand and also make timely hiring decisions. The third point they had issues with was the inefficient project management delivery processes and procedures. So prior to the implementation of Birdview, there was a team of project accountants who manually compiled static data and Excel-based reports from multiple different systems. This was a very labor-intensive process. And as a result of this, the team had version control issues, as well as the manual burden of maintaining that data each month. So it often lagged, sometimes by a minimum of a couple of weeks. And so it was difficult to create portfolio level reports or summarize the data across the entire enterprise. So they needed a solution for that. And finally, they had extremely time-consuming manual and repetitive tasks. So there was a group that was creating proposal plans manually and using emails to coordinate and follow up on all of the workflows. So it took team members hours of their valuable time that could have rather been spent on more important tasks to do with the projects. The solutions that they implemented. So the first thing that they did was customize their system. So Birdview is pretty adaptable that way and can be customized quite a bit. So what they did was they benefited from this customization across multiple functionalities within Birdview. So for instance, one of the things they did was use the custom forms and custom fields within the system. So this helped them standardize their overall project intake process across the organization. And now they constantly use these to create new projects in just a few clicks. So they went from using Excel-based intake forms to leveraging these custom forms as well as the message board within the system to communicate smoothly within between team members and within departments as well. The second thing that they implemented was using Birdview as a single source of truth for all of the information within the company as well as with projects. So by integrating all these business systems into this one enterprise system, it has helped their team efficiency and effectiveness of processes. And it's also helped improve the communication between their project managers, their resource managers, as well as these individual staff members as well. So they also, it's also helped them make quicker decisions and introduce some accountability in terms of having the audit trail within the system to take a look at all of the communication that has gone in and out of each project and each activity. The third solution that they use on a regular basis is the resource management system. So they're now able to get a quick view of the overall team capacity, the assigned hours, the projections, as well as the resource loading. We have helped them customize several resource specific reports. So they're able to get a heat map view of the resources by month. They're also able to filter by specific locations, portfolios, specific disciplines, and they're able to assign the right person to the right project depending on the skills that they have, as well as they're able to do it at the right time within the project. So it's helped improve their resource management and project management collaboration as well. They are also able to now make smarter and more timely hiring decisions. Having this overall view of resources has helped them attain this as well. The fourth thing that they have successfully implemented is the customized reports within the system. So our team has taken into consideration their requirements and helped build out a number of reports besides the resource management reports that they have. This is able to give them the ability to quickly identify potential budget overruns. They're able to identify any expiring contracts so that they can begin negotiations with those clients well in advance. And it's also helped them reduce business risks, and it's helped them bring higher value to their clients as well. They do have real-time access into these reports. So at any given time, they can take a look and they know exactly where each individual project stands or where their budgets stand as well. And finally, they use the financial management piece on a regular basis too. They needed some custom functionality that allows them to set different rates for individual users within projects. So the rate card option that we have within the system allows them to do just this. So their rate cards help the team to forecast revenue across multiple years, and they're also able to calculate project costs to provide an early indication of potential over or under runs for individual projects as well. The results. So this company has been using the system for a little over 2 years now. As a result, they have been able to integrate all of their business systems to achieve that single source of truth that they were looking for before they started using the system. They have been able to improve their resource management and utilization. They use the business intelligence reporting a lot better than they used to prior to using the system as well. And this has helped them gain some insight into their resources in real time. And so now they're able to support any hiring decisions that they make as well. They have been able to standardize the project lifecycle into one central location as well. So as opposed to using Excel, having their ERP and having individual systems that individual teams use, they're now able to have everything from project intake to project creation, its deployment, as well as analysis of those projects in terms of reports. All of that is in one central location for them. They have been able to create efficiency across several teams, and that's helped them facilitate getting proposals out the door much quicker. So prior to having Birdview, they were facing issues with delivering these project proposals on time, which is now no longer an issue. And as a result, they have saved approximately 500 hours of time, as well as $100,000 per year just on delivering proposals to clients. They have been able to align their metrics at the project level, resource level, as well as the portfolio level. Using their systems earlier, it was separated. And so they weren't able to check and see whether the projects are running smoothly, are the teams also running smoothly in terms of not being overloaded or underloaded, and does the overall portfolio look okay? And now the system is able to give them that information. They have also been able to streamline the team's ability to collaborate. And so that has resulted in over 1,200 hours saved, as well as over 200K saved per year. This is with regard to the overall delivery of the projects, not just delivering of the proposals. And as a result of all of this, they have been able to improve their project management delivery process, as well as their procedures. So I am going to show you a few of the dashboards that they incorporated. And these are the dashboards that we have customized for them. So this is one on demand projections. Here you can see, or they are able to see exactly what their demand versus actual hours looks like on a monthly basis. So for the month of January, if you hover over this gray line here, you can see that their demand projection was 62,413 hours overall. And the actual hours were 72,889. And based on this information, you can kind of take a look at what that trend has been. And now that we are in the month of June, and we haven't finished June as yet, in the month of May, they got closer to the demand projection as well as the actual hours. So this is a good indication of whether or not the team is functioning as per their requirement. You can also look at what the capacity is at 100% and what the capacity is at 83%. We also have a couple of dashboards here that show the overloaded as well as the underloaded resources. So these are the overload staff, so the top 10 overload staff with the projections, the actuals. And we also have the underloaded staff with the projections and the actuals. So these were some of those dashboards that we have customized for them. And we also have one here there that indicates the resources that exceed projections. Now, all of these do have filters as well. So you can filter if you want to look at a specific team member or a specific resource group. Let's say you want to look at just part-time employees or employees that are on call or placeholders as well. You can kind of filter through these to look at any of these filters that you have up here. All of these dashboards are real-time, and these are maintained by us on a regular basis as well. And if any of these are interesting for you and you think that you will be able to benefit from having them, we can take a look at your requirements and build those out for you as well. We have a question from class. So your question is, can you push data from custom fields and custom forms to Power BI dashboards? And the answer is yes. The BI within the system is extremely customizable, and we have a team that works specifically to build these out. Most of the time, the fields that you see here when you customize your dashboards will be custom fields, in addition to the ones that are already there. So the answer is yes. Do we have any other questions that anyone would like to ask on this? All right, so we will not be having a workshop next week for the long weekend in Canada and the US. I want to wish everyone a happy Canada Day and a happy 4th of July. We will resume on the 11th of July with our topic, Birdview job roles and access levels. So we will go into detail about what these mean and how you can set them up within your accounts. This is a fairly new feature that we have covered a few weeks ago, but on the session on the 11th, we'll go into a little bit more detail on that as well. And on the 18th of July, we will talk more about custom forms and what they can be used for, how they can help make your projects and ticket intake more efficient as well. Thanks everyone for joining today. I hope that this session was helpful. Your suggestions are always welcome. So if you have recommendations for topics that you would like us to cover in the future, please do send in your responses to our success email. The address is on the screen right now. And also a reminder that the recording for all of these sessions is posted to our website as well as our YouTube channel if you'd like to share it with your team members or if you'd like to access it yourself as a reminder as well. Right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.